Heather here at Lake Geneva Country Meats, and today I'm going to show you how to prepare a Leahy's Angus beef brisket. I have a flat piece here. It doesn't have the fat cap on it. Usually you'd want the fat cap if you were going to be smoking it, but we're just going to be roasting it in the oven today. So all I did was I created a rub with some seasoning over here, and I just rubbed it all over and let it sit for about an hour. Some people don't have time to create their own rub, so we do offer rubs in the store that you can just pick up with your brisket. So after you let it sit for about an hour, I'm just going to be putting it in a roasting pan. I just have a rack, and I'm going to just add beef broth down at the bottom of it. You're probably going to put about half, maybe 3/4. And then I'm going to just add a little bit of red wine for some flavor. Maybe about a cup or two. So I'm just going to take and place the brisket right on top of the rack. Once you have the brisket in there, then we're just going to cover it with tin foil. And the reason we're covering it with tin foil is just to lock in all the moisture so that it doesn't dry out. Once you have it covered, I have my oven preheated to 250 degrees. We want it at a low temperature, and we're going to cook it low and long. So we'll just place it in the oven. And we'll let this go for about a few hours and come back and check on it. Okay, so we've had our brisket in the oven for about 3.5 hours. The last hour I removed the tin foil and I increased the heat to about 300 degrees. And the reason that I did this was just to give it a nice crust on the outside, as you can see. So I've been letting this rest for about an hour. So now I'm just going to take and I'm going to slice it against the grain. And I just kind of do it at an angle on a point. I start at a point and I just slice down. You can slice it as thick or as thin as you'd like. Alright, now that we have a pretty good portion sliced, I'm just going to take my longer pieces that I have and I'm just going to take and cut them in half. So that I have buns over here that we're going to place them on top of. So I just have a platter. I'm just going to lay my pieces of sliced brisket on there. And then I like to put mine on buns. You can eat it without the buns, but I'm just going to place a few slices on there. And I like to top it with our Lake Geneva Country Meats barbecue sauce. So I'm just going to put a little bit of barbecue sauce and place it on top. And those are ready to go. This is a great recipe to enjoy. So stop on in at Lake Geneva Country Meats and pick up your items here.